Good morning, dear students. Welcome back. Yesterday we were discussing on business studies, which was video number 1, and today we are starting the video number 2, and that is the continuation part of the first chapter, which is nature and significance of management. Yesterday, what and all we have discussed, let us once again recap the things. So we have discussed yesterday in the topic nature and significance management chapter, which was management. What do you mean by management? Management, it is nothing but getting things done from the labors, which means what? Management is therefore called as, it is a process of getting things done from the employees. Okay, that means they are going to get the job, they are going to extract the work from the employees. And also we have also discussed regarding process effectiveness and efficiency, and I have also given the examples of that. Yes, hope it is clear, that topic. So as we have already discussed about process efficiency and effectiveness, we had come across with a very beautiful example, which was 5,000 unit of products being produced in a double shift. Okay, which is cost will be high, which is labor cost is high, electricity cost is high, and that too only to produce 5,000 units of output. So here efficiency is varying, whereas effectiveness is there. Okay, so because of that, what happens? The product was not able to produce in a proper way, and it was leading to the low time of productions. And also we have also seen because of that reason it was not able to reach the market on time, and competitors were ready to compete in the market and remove the product, trying to remove the old product or existing product from the market. So continuation part of that, you have another 2-3 particular points. Later on we'll move on to characteristics of management. So what are that 3 continuation part is nothing but, this is the case being efficient but not effective. See, what we have seen, when the product is not able to produce 5,000 units on time because of cutting the low cost of every products and every activities in a business, they are not able to produce. That is because of efficiency, loss in the efficiency, but not effectiveness. Okay, since goods did not reach the market, the market was captured by other competitor. Okay, so this was the point, talks about efficiency. And next following points, what does it speaks? On the conclusion of that, what it says, therefore it is important for any management to achieve the goals. Okay, observe, therefore it is important for any management to achieve the goals. The effectiveness and the efficiency both should be in the balanced mode, which should be maintained in the balanced states. If efficiency is very low and effectiveness is there, then definitely the product cannot be reached on time, isn't it? That we have already seen in the earlier example. So both should be in the state of balance mode. Efficiency also should be there, effectiveness also should be there. Next, coming to the last point, it says that poor management is due to both inefficiency and ineffectiveness. See, if a management is poor, means it shows that the nature of production levels are inefficient and they are also ineffectiveness. So no need to think about the management point, like how the management it is. Just if you see the nature of work going on in the organization, we can assess whether the management is strong or management is strength or not. So if management is weak, then easily we can understand it is because of inefficiency and ineffectiveness. So hence this is about effectiveness and efficiency. Now we'll move on to the characteristics of management. So management, what all the characteristics should we have? Okay, management is a goal oriented process. Yes, always they think towards the success of the goal, every management. In that aspect, how the management works, let us see. An organization has a set of basic goals which are the basic reasons for the existence. Yes, even a small shopkeeper, if you take, it is a management also. There also the management should be there, isn't it? What is the intention of small shopkeeper? He has to make a vast sales. Because of that sales, he will improve the level of what? Level of what? Name frame in the society. So that is the point here. In the organization also, there are certain basic goals for every single organizations for their existence, why it has been exist, why it has been started. Okay, and second point, these what are the basic reasons? Okay, these should be simple and clear. What? The basic reason should be simple and basic reason should be clear. Okay, what is the basic reason of a shop vendor? The basic reason is he has to make vast number of sales. Because of that sales, he'll make a name frame. Okay, of course the profit also comes, it automatically comes when the sales takes place in a very vast manner. Next, third one, different organizations have different goals. That is absolutely true, because you take Infosys, you take TCS, are the two different IT companies. They have their own set of goals. They have their own set of visions towards the goals, isn't it? So that is the third point. It speaks about different organizations have different goals. There is an example also. Let us see what the example says. Okay, the example is, as I said you, the goal of the retail store may be to increase the sales. Yes, the goal of the retail store may be to increase the sales. So his sales should be increased. That is his goal. That is his basic, whatever the amenities are there. Okay, next, the goal of a spastic society of India is to impart the educations to the children with the special needs. What is the spastic society means? In Kannada we will say Vak Mattu Shravana Samsthe. Okay, it is there in Mysore near Gangotri. Okay, so it is been approved by central government, and this particular society which will impart the knowledge of education to whom? To the children who are not able to hear properly, not able to speak properly, like how we people are speaking very fast and very fluently. Such students are there. There are other type of students also there. They doesn't know to speak in a very clear manner, so they wumble in their speaking while they speak. Because of that reasons, this society is meant, and it gives the services here. So this is also one organization, educational organization. Their most motive is to impart the education to every single child who are in the special characteristics. Okay, we can also call them as slow learners. Okay, so those students who learn through this particular activity of spastic society of India, we call them as slow learners. Okay, next, so management will make the efforts of different individuals in the organizations towards achieving the goals. See, in every organization, management will make an efforts of different individuals in organization towards achieving the goals. So the main intention of the management is to make the goal to be achieved. For that, they will do lot of efforts, and they'll work on their efforts, and they'll make to achieve the goal as fast as possible. So this is about goal oriented process. Okay, second point is management is all pervasive. Means what? Pervasive means what? Spreading widely in a group. Okay, spreading widely in a group. So management is a pervasive in nature. Yes. How? See, the activities involved in managing an enterprises are common to all the organization, isn't it? Whether the organization is small or big, it doesn't matter at all. The activity has to take place in the management. Okay, so certain activities are which? Economic activity, social activity, and political activities. Okay, you take education organization, you take health organizations, you take any other organizations also. Economically, they have to build their economical values. That means they have to grow with a good revenues. That is most important also. And social, they have to make every single child to get an education system. So that is towards the society their contributions is there. And politically, or political, if you think, yes, of course, politics means nothing but they are going to try they are trying to get the taxes from them, collecting the taxes from them. Okay, so such things happen. So the management also works in this activity, whichever the organization is there. Second point, a petrol pump, they have given an example also here. A petrol pump needs to be managed as an hospital and school. Yes. Why do you think that? Yes, because the reason is it is a junction. A petrol pump is a junction point where all categories of people meet in one particular place at certain point of time. So they require lot of hygienity, lot of what do you say, clarity in their what is the service. Such things they have to get. Same thing happens in the hospital also, right? Whenever we go to the hospital, we meet the receptionist counter, then we'll get the what is that token number. Later on we'll wait. Lot of process are there. Same things will be happening here also in the petrol pump. They gives lot of activities today, because of coronavirus, lot of peoples are dying, a lot of peoples are suffering. So they need to keep clean and tidy. The whole nation, the whole world is towards the complete cleanliness. Okay, they maintain some activity of process. So government is managing all these activities. Same thing happens here also in the petrol pump. They need to manage as the hospital or the schools or any educational institutions, how they maintain their activities. Third point, here there is a difference in management because difference in culture. Yes, there is a difference in management. They're saying how. See, for example, in US, the manager work is being to motivate the employees. Yes, he will do that. Same thing an Indian management person manager also does. Say Indian organization manager also does. But the quality of making them to understand or boosting them to work towards the work is totally different. Okay, so that is the reason they are saying there is a difference in culture and tradition and also the history. In India, we follow our own ancient histories and modern techniques and technologies we use and do. Okay. In USA, they follow their own cultures, traditions, and techniques. Okay. For example, you take the dress wearing culture in India and US. In US, they wear jeans, pant, and t-shirt, and they move on to the organizations. But in India, it does not happen. They have to go with the formals, with a clean, groomed way. They have to go to the organizations. Okay, and most of the things we follow the same, like activities of management might be, such things might be there, but processing the things are totally different. Okay, that is the main reason they are saying it is difference because of what? Because of culture, because of tradition, what we follow in our country, what other country follow in their country. Okay, so that is the point of pervasiveness. Okay, which means spreading widely. Third point, management is multi-dimension. Yes, this word is most effective. Multi-dimension means it has diversified nature of work. Okay, so what are that? Let us see. In that first point is management of work. So all organizations exist for performing of some work, isn't it? Every organization is set up to do some work. Like if you take a factory, produces some products, isn't it? And it is exists to produce that product itself. Okay. And one more example is here in a garment, which is in a garment store, a customer's need is satisfied. What is the need of customers? They want a good jacket which is more warm in nature. Okay, so garment factory is ready to produce, or a garment store is ready to produce certain type of needful products for the customers. Okay, so they have their own activity of process. So hence management translate this work. Which work? Production of customer needs of garments. Okay, production of products in a factory. They transform that work towards the term called goals. Okay, and for that, to achieve that, they'll assign the activity of process. Okay, to be achieved this particular goals, they assign some activity and make them to achieve. Through whom? Through the laborers, through the employees. Okay, this is done in terms of problem to be solved. Yes, isn't it? What problem to be solved? What is in need for the customers that they are going to get? What is in need for the employee that they are going to get? So what was in need for customer? Products. What was in need for a labor? Money, isn't it? So money got in the form of salary, customer got the product in the form of goods. Okay, so this is the point. And decisions is to be made, plans to be established, budget to be prepared, and responsibilities to be assigned, and authorities to be delegated. Who does all these activities? Management does, isn't it? Decisions to be made by the management, plans to be made by the management. Those plans which are made by the management, they are going to set the budget for that, how much investment they should do for this particular plan. Okay, and responsibilities to be assigned, to whom this responsibility is to be assigned, and authorities to be delegated. Let me give you one small example. In an organizations, in any organizations, if you take, they will prepare, what is that? Decisions. Like they'll have a management committee. The management committee will decide, and it comes to one decisions. What? This year we want to produce some X product. So that X product has to be produced based on the plan, budget, and all those things. So they will plan out whether if we start producing this year, how many units of products can be produced in the next incoming financial year. So that is a plan they have set up. Okay, for that plan, what is the cost of budget will be there. So in this budget, they will allocate raw materials cost, labor cost, electricity cost, rent cost, isn't it? And all these costs are included here. So that budget will be prepared, isn't it? After preparing the budget, the responsibilities to be assigned, for whom managers are going to assign the responsibilities to their what? Correspondent workers, maybe assistant managers, supervisors, foremen. All these peoples will be given responsibilities. Okay, and authorities to be delegated. What authorities? They are authorized to their duties. They should get back after the work is done. So that will be authorized, and they will be given the charges. Okay, so this is the example for this particular point. So this is about the second point, which is management is, what is that? Multidimensional. Second point regards to that, you have management of people. Yes, here management of people is most effective and important also. How? See, human resource of people are an organization greater asset, isn't it? HR or human resource, we call them as an asset. Why do we call them as an asset? Because every single person has different in knowledge. Because of that knowledge only they are called as asset for the organizations. Okay, so in that point of view, if you see, managing people has two dimensions. See, observe, management of people is nothing but making them as a, considering them as an asset of an organizations and managing them. Okay, how they are managing, you have two dimensions. The dimension number one speaks, it implies that deals with employees as individuals, means every single individuals management is ready to deal with them with diverse needs and behavior, isn't it? So diverse needs and behavior means one person is required high salary, another person is required high positions, another person is required incentives. So this is the diversity. Okay, diversity of need. Okay, diversity of need of every single individual. So the first point speaks about how they are going to deal with them. Okay, what does the second point says? It also means dealing with individuals as a group of people. So dealing with individuals and also with the group of people. So such type of individuals are considered as a group and dealing with them, that means it becomes 10 people in a group. 10 individuals came into one single group. Okay, and discussing with them about their what is that need for them. And later the task of the management is to make people work towards the organization goals, isn't it? Yes, management will decide we are going to what, fulfill your needs. Definitely. See, we are saying not in the individual, we are bringing all the individual to the group and we are saying you people to do the task according to the organization schedule, and you are going to get whatever the needs you are in required. Okay, so this will make them more strength and effective. Okay, and their weakness is irrelevant. Weakness is what? Whose weakness? The employee's weakness. Employee's weakness becomes irrelevant. That means what the negligency was there for him, that is irrelevant. They will not consider that. Sometimes he might not wish, that is sometimes that might be the weakness also. They are not bothered for that. Who? Management peoples. They know he is an effective employee, he will do his work in a very effective manner. So that things happens. Okay, third point, management of operations. Yes, no matter what the organization it is, whether it is a small organization or big organizations, it has some basic products and service to provide the to survive. So what does this mean? It has some basic products, which means some products to be produced in some organizations and services to be given to the people. Okay, for that this particular operations been set up. So how? See, this requires, which requires to do the organization this operations, it requires the production process which entitles flow of input. This is most important. Flow of input materials and technologies for transforming input to output. Okay, so that is a point here. Operations means nothing but it is a process of productions to give the product and services to whom? To the customers in the market. So for that what happens, it is important that inflow should take place. What are the inflows? Inflows are nothing but the labor or and raw materials and also other form of inputs which takes place as a form of inputs, and using the technology the production takes place and they are going to produce the output of consumptions. Okay, so this is linked with both management of work and management of people, isn't it? Management of work is nothing but how management is going to give all these resources. What resources? Raw materials and this thing, machineries and all. And coming to the people, how they are ready to work using that particular raw materials. So that speaks about the management operations. Next point is management is a continuous process. Management is a continuous process. So how do you consider management as a continuous process? See, since from the starting we have spoke, it is a process of getting things done from the what? From the employees. Yes, the process of management is the series of continuous, composite and also separate functions. For that there is a beautiful example here, you can observe here. In a single day, a manager in a mart may spend more time in planning. Okay, in one single day, in one mart, you take mega mart or whatever the mart it is, there the particular manager is ready to spend his time on planning. For what? For the future exhibitions, what he has to exhibit the products. Okay, and in another day he might spend the same time for storing these particular problems, sorting out the problems. So whatever the problem arises in the mart, he is sorting out. That means he is deferred here. See, first it was planning, next he decided for sorting the problems. Of whom? Of employees. Okay, so certain things happens in the process of management. This happens across the time that where the production and process takes place continuously in all times. Okay, that is the main reason we say it is a continuous activity. It is a continuous activity or a series of continuous activity, we say. Okay, next comes management is a group activity. Yes, it is together they are going to produce the activity of process towards the goal. So that is the main reason we call it is a group activity. So how? Let us see. An organization is a collection of diverse individuals with different needs. Yes, diverse individuals, just now we have seen different types of individuals are there in an organizations, and different knowledge is there with every single personality. That means they have different needs. Okay, so that is the main reason we have to observe here. They have diverse individuals with different needs. Okay, diversified individuals with different needs. So every member means every individuals of a group has a different purpose for joining the organizations, isn't it? So you take in our college only, you people are different in your what? Knowledge. Okay, and you people have come to some intention. What might be the intention? Not getting just pass, not getting just score. You have some goal to achieve in your life. For that you have decided yourself how you need to study. So that is diversified individuals with different needs. You have your own needs. Okay, so that is a point here you should observe, the work towards the fulfillment of the common organization goals. So what is the organization goal here? You consider as a college, in our college only, organization goal is what? Getting a good result. For that all you people are in diversified knowledge are ready to work and score and get a good result for the college. This is what happens in the group activity. So management is a group activity. Continuation of that, this requires a teamwork, isn't it? It's not a single person's duty or single person job. So this requires a teamwork support. The entire team has to work. Okay, and as some of the time management should enable all the members to grow, and also sometime the management should allow this also to grow and develop. Yes, here even the organizations, it should give the time to develop and grow with the needs. So what is this? Nothing but making you much more skilled, like we are bringing from outside some resource peoples who are well more knowledgeable in the field of chartered accountant, in the field of company secretary. We bring them excuse me, We bring them and we are going to put them in the college premises and make you to get more knowledge. That means what? We are ready to develop. That means management is ready to develop and make the needful activities for you and create the opportunities to change in yourself. Such things might arise. Okay, so these things talks about the particular pass point, which is nothing but what is that? Management is a group activity. Okay, next comes sixth point. It is management is a dynamic function. Yes, how it is a dynamic function? See, it is a dynamic function and has to adapt itself for the changing environment. Don't you think so? Yes, even you people, even we people, everyone in the organization, everyone in the nature, we are ready to accept whatever the changes takes place in the nature, isn't it? Same thing happens in the organization also. Any new technology is being introduced, such technology will be adapted. Okay, such things becomes the changing in environment. So an organization interact with the external environment. See, outside what is the trend is running, outside whatever the activity takes place, they are ready to accept that, which consists of various social, economic and political factors. So society what is in need now, as of now, they are ready to produce, which means eco-friendly if you consider, isn't it? Environment free should be there. It should not suffocate the environment while the products are being produced. And economically, it should be easy to accept the product by every single individual. Okay, if that is there, then the organization has to transform or change themselves towards the production levels. And political factors also, as and when the tax rate changes or it revises the tax rate, they should be ready to adopt the changes, such things. Okay, to be a successful, an organization must change itself, that is true, and its goal according to the needs of the environment. Okay, so they have given here example. I have told just one small example also. So McDonald's fast food has changed in the menu to get the survived in the Indian market. So that fast foods McDonald's has changed themselves. They are going to do just a Mac egg or something. So likewise they have changed themselves to survive in the organization, to survive in the environment. So these are the sixth point, and here there is a beautiful diagram which you can see. The diagram shows that this is planning, organizing, directing and controlling. Planning, organizing, directing and controlling. So management plans. Based on the planning, they are going to organize the things. So what are they going to organize? They are organizing the activity of process, how it should take place, how it should work, all those things. Okay, and directing whom? Directing the employees, directing the subordinates. Okay, the management is going to direct them. After directing, they'll have a control on them. Okay, they will always keep on watching what the activity of process, what the task is being fulfilled or what. You have something inside over here. Okay, so that is nothing but human resource is there. This is financial resource, this is physical resource, this is information resource. Let me read out once again. Human resource, financial resource, physical resource and information resource. This is the core. Without this, they cannot do all these activity, isn't it? So human resource is required, financial support should be there, and physical resource means what? Machine should be there, labor should be there. These are all physical existent resources. Okay, electricity supply should be there. And information resource, you should require internet facilities should be there, broadband system should be there, isn't it? Such things also should be there, information system. So I have given here two side arrows, which means it is giving the information, taking the informations. This is two way. Okay, So this is about this particular management is multi-dimension. Okay, so it is multi-dimensionally it is working. Next, seventh point, management is an intangible force. You know, this word is most popular to you people. Intangible means those things which is not in tangible nature, which means you cannot touch. Like for this is a cardboard. If I am touching this cardboard, I can feel that. Okay, so management is a particular object, or is a particular term where you cannot touch but you can feel it. Okay, so it is intangible force. Okay, that cannot be seen but their presence will be there and it can be felt. Okay, in the way that organization functions. So functioning of organization is effective means the management is more effective, we can say. Okay, so therefore the effect of management is noticeable in an organizations where targets are met according to the plans, isn't it? If they have planned 5000 units should be produced in 1 month, if it is reaching in right time, right production, then definitely we can conclude that this management is most effective management. Okay, same thing, and meet according to the plans. Yes, employees are happy and satisfied, then definitely we can say that management is, what is that, effective in nature. And management is, that is the reason we call it as it is intangible force, where things are enjoyed by the employees but they cannot see. Okay, they can see but they cannot touch. Yeah, continuation of that is, yeah, next is objectives of management. Let us discuss this in the next class. Okay, thank you.